Good morning, everyone. I want to do an art journal page today. Our sentiment will be just breathe. Breathe through life and you'll get through it. Won't say it's going to be easy, but I'm not saying it's going to be impossible either. If we just breathe through the difficult times and learn to let go what we cannot change, our lives will be marginally easier. Not going to say it's perfect. So, let's get started. What I have today is just a very small visual art journal. 5.5 by 8. It is a Strathmore mixed media. I'm going to use these Jane Davenport Inkredible Inks. I have Fairy Floss, Fresh Air, Hydrangea, Watermelon, which I should probably open, and Blueberry. We're going to use those as almost like watercolors. This is a rub-on that I got out of this little Mini Marks Wonderful rub-on transfers. I got it from Hobby Lobby a couple of years ago. They're pretty neat. It says Accents Book 2 by American Crafts. But that's what they are. It's everything that's in them. And here is an item number. Yeah, 2006. That's what I'm using today. And then I stamped out my own sentiment on tissue paper. The page is gessoed but ultra fine. I have this clear transparent Art Basics clear gesso. I got this off of Amazon. It's very extra fine. I really love this for when I want to do that. And let's see. I have this paintbrush that I got from, where was it? Target. It came in a pack. So let's get started. I have not used these as watercolors, so we'll see what happens. I'll use this palette to drop them in. Okay, I've got them all squeezed out into here. Let's see. I'm wondering if I should just wet this just a little bit because I do want them to spread. So I'll just give it a light mist, and I'll start with this one and put it down. And wet it a little bit. I want nice watercolor effect. And I don't want to waste this. So what I'll do is I have a piece of tissue paper and I'll just try to blot it on that. And yes, that is moving. I do like that. So I'll wet my brush pretty good and I'll come into this blue. I'll keep my blues together. And if I see it's not spreading enough, I'll wet it. And wipe that off here because I'll eventually use this tissue for a background. Get that blue out. I'll wet my brush back again so I can help this move a little better. I don't want any harsh lines. And yes, I do see that every time I've sprayed it, I've gotten some kind of crazy splattering, but that's all right. It's art journaling. All right, I wonder if I can clean that up though, since I've got gesso down on here. Let's see if we can clean up some of that splattering. That's not bad. I can clean that up a little bit. Just try not to get too much water, because that's going to be moving your watercolors or your inks. Ooh, I get that. Well, it's just an art journal. All right, so moving on. I really want to try the watermelon, so I'm going to pick some of that up. Oh, that's red though. I'll just add some pink in with that, because what it'll do is it'll make my purple, which is fine. I'll add some down here. And I want to reactivate this blue just on the corner, so I don't have too much of a harsh line. I'll go ahead and, that was awesome. Put that back in there. I don't want too much of that purple, so I'll throw it this way. And then I'll dab it up some. This is just experimental anyway. I'll just bring it down just a smidge more. So we're learning together. Pick up some more blue. Throw it back in. I really liked the lighter blue, which was Fresh Air. I liked that one a whole lot better. We need a little bit more. Add a little bit more here. And come up here. I like what that's doing right there. So, I don't want to do too much purple. Let's pick up some of this crazy pink. Because it is bright. And I'll just, instead of spraying this way, I'll just go above it. And I'm liking this down here. I'll add some more so I can get things to wick out on me, and I'll just wet this. Ooh, I like that. So I'll drop a little more in there. And I'll pick up the rest of this blue, come over here, and just a touch of this purple. See what happens. They certainly stain your brush. That's all right. I'll pick this up, come over here. Just help some of these move a little bit. I don't know how light they'll be when they dry. So But I do like the fairy floss. That looks very, very nice. So I'll pick up some more of that. And these little caps are so much fun to use. And I'll throw some of that down here. And some of it in here. Just to get things moving. Okay, I'm going to just move this around a little bit. And if I need to, I can do this, which is turning out pretty cool. All right, I think I'm going to dry that and I'll be right back. Okay, I dried it. I want to just knock this back a little bit, so I was going to try this. This spray bottle just hasn't worked for a long time, and then I had some of these, so I tried to put the white in here. This one doesn't work, so what I think I'll do is I'll have to soak these in hot soapy water. But I did find a spray bottle I got from Target, and I put it in there, and let's see what happens. I'm going to put this around it because I'm going to tell you, spray does go everywhere. So I'm just going to turn it this way, and ugh, that's like sideways. I'll have to find out what's up with that, because that just went everywhere, but that happens with spray nozzles. Alright, so I'm liking the way that toned it down some. Let me dry this and see if we need to go further. Okay, it's dry. This is black, that's black. So maybe I'll add some white texture in the back, because once that dried, it kind of disappeared. And we can either stamp it in white or just try a stencil in white. And I'll keep this because once this dries, it'll be really neat to use. So let me either get a stamp or a stencil, and I'll be right back. Okay, I have, this is what it's called. It's a stamp set that I got from Amazon. I believe it was $7.99. So I believe I'm going to use this one, and I'll just use some white acrylic paint. See how that looks. Because I really like this one. It's pretty neat. It gives a really neat background. So I'll probably just paint it on. That way I can just do it randomly. And I'm not going to put it on a block. That way I can just slap it down if I want. Oh, I got it on the back. That's all right. And that way it's not going to be perfect. It'll look random. And let's start here. I like that. That's nice. I'll go over here. Nice and soft. I like that. That's what I was looking for, which was subtle. And I'll go here. And up here. And I'll do these little ones here. And I'll go down here. And here. I think I need it a little bit darker up top. Yep, that's good. Just clean it off. I'll turn it sideways so you can see it better. I like that. And all you got to do is make sure that you just get a piece of paper towel, put it on there, wet all the paint that you've got on there, just fold it over and let it lift the paint off. And that way, it's good to go. I'll just set this aside. All right, and I'll just pick up this white paint that I have over here and put it back in my bottle. And that way, I don't waste it. And if I want, I can wet that down and do some white splashes. Where'd my water bottle go? There it is. There we go. That's what I'll do. Make some big, wet. It's almost looking like some kind of crazy galaxy. There we go. I like that. That looks good. So I'll clean up this white. I should have put it on that, but I didn't. Oh well. I'll dry this. Be right back. Okay. Now that this is dry and cooled off, because this is a rub-on, and if it's too hot, I don't know what it would do to it. So I made sure that it was dry and cool. So I just have this, I don't know, tool, almost like a bone folder, because I have a regular bone folder, to get this on there. So let me just move this up just a little bit, and I'm going to hold this, make sure that it's somewhat even with the bottom of the page. I will hold it down and just start in the middle here, and it should turn lighter as it goes down. You want to be careful not to crimp the page too much. Let's see if this one works better. Yeah, any bone folder or popsicle stick will work. Let me get the flowers down. Let me get this done and we'll be right back. Okay, I got that down. As you can see, some of it, just tiny little pieces of it, stayed on here, but that's no big deal. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, not the shiny side, the unshiny side, or the smoother side, not the sticky side, and I'm just going to lay it down and make sure that it's pressed down well. Just real quick, because like I said, these rub-ons are very old. All right, and that's what that looks like. What I'll do is I'll take my marker, because you can see right here, this shiny part, that's what I don't want to come up. Okay, I'm going to put these down with probably this one, because this one is a lot cheaper than this one. I believe I got this at Michael's or Hobby Lobby a very long time ago. But this one I just got from Amazon for Mother's Day for $10. So, but they both work. You know, it's all good. Just start out with a dry brush. And I'm not going to put it on here. Let me move this out of the way here. I am actually, pull you out a little bit, going to apply it to here on my mat. And I'll take away any extra that I really just don't need, because that's less I've got to try to fiddle with. So, and this is on very thin tissue paper, so I'll have to be extra careful, because I know if I put the matte medium on here, there's a tendency that this will bleed. And I just don't want that. So let's have a go. I'll just take it out of the cap. And I'll just put some on my brush. Put it on the back. I will pick it up. Yeah, I should have wet it too so that it would disappear. That's all right. I'm not worried about it. And I will just put it up here because it'll disappear. And I'll just tamp it down so that it just blends into the background. Like that. Yes, I have a couple of creases. I'll just gently push those down. And I'll do the same with this word. I'll put it on the back. And then I'll gently pick it up. And I'll put it right there. All right, that looks good. I'm gonna dry that. We'll be right back. All right, this is dry. Now I want to ground my flowers here, and I can either use this teeny little speckled one or these scratchy lines. Now, let's see. Why am I not? There we go. Let's see. We can do that, or we can do that. I'm kind of going for the little speckled lines. No, we'll do this one. We'll do this one here. And maybe we'll put these little speckles in throughout. We'll see how it goes first. All right, I have some StazOn ink. Normally I would just use paint, but I'm just going to use this. And I'll get just a stamping block. And actually I need to make this this way. Right at the top at the corner, because I'm gonna go right to here, and this binder right here might get in the way, so I need to actually move it even closer to the edge than what I had. All right, I know this is a huge block. Maybe this one. Oh, the one I think is fine. I don't have to be so. And I'll just stamp my ink. Come over here, lay my hand down, and just lay it down, push it down, not too hard. I'm not smashing the living daylights out of this. I'm just applying some pressure for it to pick up the ink. Like that. All right, so let's just finish the edge. I'll come here, give it some easy pressure. Hold it there for a minute to allow the ink to go into the paper. There we go. And I'll just put it in here. Why not? This will be the start of another art journal page that already has texture in it. And that's good to go. Now, this one I'm not going to put on a block because I just want it a little bit here and there. So, like that, maybe like that. Just a sprinkling of the black. Right there, right there. Almost like dust, which we are also well aware of. There, that's good. Let me close that back up. And I will just press that down. I always put them back when I use them because if I don't, then I lose them. All right, now, let's see. Where is my big bucket of markers? We'll just get the big bucket of markers. And I don't know if this will work on the ink, but we can try it. I'm just going to go around our words here, give them some highlight. Just to stick out a little bit better. Because I'm just that way. Why not? And I could even go around some of these flowers haphazardly if I wanted to break them up. Like I said, there's a lot you can do. Like that. You can add more to your circles with some little swirls. Why not? All right, I went around the flowers with a white gel pen. It's a Signo, Uniball Signo. Made them stand apart from each other a little better. I just gave the words a little bit of highlight. But that is our art journal page today. Just breathe. Just breathe. Life is hard enough. The more we stress, the less we feel well. If we can just breathe through it and calm ourselves, it'll become so much easier. Like and subscribe. That would help my channel a lot. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you to all the subscribers that I have now. Thank you for the beautiful comments. If you have any questions, I will try to answer them to the best of my knowledge. But like I said, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye for now.